listen. I know my channel is all jokes. It's all just a great time. But I want to take a moment to be a little bit serious. Well, a lot serious. I know that within the next week and within the next coming days, a lot of people's quarantines are going to be ending. I know that a lot of people are very anxious about this. There are a lot of unknowns. And right now, all I want you guys to do is to take a moment sometime today, sometime before the quarantine gets lifted, before a little more anxiety starts to sit in. I want you to take some time and do something for yourself today, whether that is wearing a face mask, taking a bubble bath, both at the same time, ordering your favorite meal, watching your favorite show and eating that meal, eating outside, spending time with your animals outside, going for a walk, paint your nails, do a little exercise inside, sit down and play and enjoy one of your favorite video games, FaceTime your friends, FaceTime your family, whatever it is that makes you happy. I want you to take time during the next few days to go ahead and do that. You're not alone, and we're gonna get through this together. Okay, now, the biggest betrayal in Animal Crossing history. Let me paint this picture for you. So here I am, walking around my island, getting things really nice and put together for my villagers, watering some plants, pulling some weeds. I happened to stroll by Pietro's house. Now, you will see that I have made Pietro the king of this island. Everybody knows how near and dear Pietro is to my heart. So like a good friend, decide to stop in for a little chit chat. Cause we all want Pietro to send me his photo in the mail to display in my house. I walk through the door, and lo and behold, do my eyes deceive me? It is Quilson sitting down in Pietro's moon chair. The one that I sit in when I visit Pietro. I can't believe my best friend has gone behind my back with my arch nemesis and has absolutely betrayed me. It's honestly gonna take quite a bit for him to be forgiven. But until then, welcome back to my channel, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that lengthy intro. I felt it was very important. Today, we are going to be getting into a lot of the island updates that I've done and some of the ideas that I can give you guys for your island, for your perfect island getaway. I have worked long and hard on my island, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I've been up to. So let's go ahead and feast our eyes. As you all can see, right off the bat, I have changed where I live. Today I've made a list on my phone of things that I want to do with you guys and things that I want to share with you guys. Okay, so first things first, I ordered a lot of things from Nook Shopping. A tape deck, a magazine, 2 beach towels. I didn't ask for that. A phone box, and a lifeguard chair. So I actually created these levels. Before, this used to only be the 2nd level, but I created a 3rd to put my house on top of, right next to my lovely orchard. So since we're up here, let me show you guys my campsite. So what I've done is actually made a hiking trail to go up through my campsite. So here I put a little sign. It's basically the start of the trail, and it says camping is this way. I also made that sign. I don't know if you guys like it or want to put your own twist on it, but let me know and I can share you the code. So everything in this area I have strategically placed. All of the flowers, the trees, that little wasp's nest. This used to be one big pond, but I cut it in half and I made the trail go right down the middle. I placed that branch and that stone and the stump, and I built this destination signpost and I customized it to look a little bit older, a little more rundown because it's nature, it's a campsite. Things aren't completely put together. So you follow the trail this way, more sticks and a green leaf pile that I have placed. I made that pond, that green leaf pile, that pond, and here is my sign again. This one without the arrow because you've arrived at said campsite. So when we walk in, we have our water spout, our campfire. I placed a pile of wood here because I cannot yet make the actual crafted pile of wood. I have my tape deck here playing New Horizons because it is all that exactly for us. A campsite cookware, and over here, I actually put a fishing pole out next to the pond with an ice chest on this blanket that I made and some fishing bait so that whenever villagers come can really sit back, kick their feet up, and enjoy the luxuries of the outdoors because we know we all cannot right now. So that's my campsite. I hope y'all like it. Also, tarantula season is over, but that means scorpion season is upon us, as well as beetle season. And I don't know if you guys know this. If you are a longtime fan of Animal Crossing, you are well aware of beetle season and how many bells beetles can actually bring into your Nook ABD bank account. I have mixed feelings about these overalls. One main reason is because Pietro gifted them to me. Now, clearly he has a great insight on my inner soul and personality because this is exactly my aesthetic. But he's been fraternizing with the enemy, so I'm pissed. Okay, I'm sure you guys have all seen this before, but this is my orchard. I picked all the fruits because I needed money. If this is something that you guys did want to do, it's just a little idea. I put all of my foreign fruits here. I have pears, I have cherries, I have apples and oranges, and then down here I have bamboo. I still have yet to put a trail down this way because I recently added the bamboo. There's a little rendezvous happening. Oh my god, are they gonna sit down together? Wow, missed opportunity. We love interracial couples. But what I'm gonna do with this area is potentially put like a little farmer's market. And over here, what we are going to do today is fill up this pond and move all of these trees. And I'm gonna make this a community center. We're gonna have a pool. We're gonna have a soccer field. We're gonna have a basketball court. All for my neighbors and their leisure. This is where the action starts. This is where my island really starts coming together. Here I have, my money tree that I didn't cut down yet because I was waiting for my money. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, here is my flower bed, my flower garden. I'm hoping, and I have yet to see, but I'm hoping these flowers will crossbreed. I don't know if it's not gonna work because they're all too close to each other, but I really want orange tulips and I want pink roses. I put this little handcart wheelbarrow down here as well as a hose. I made this little sign over here that says flower garden and my garden faucet, as well as a bucket. This cactus, mayday. This cactus is not supposed to be here. I just put it there because I had nowhere else to put it. So if we go this way, like I stated earlier, Pietro is the king of my island. As you can clearly see here, I have put 2 symmetrical waterfalls on each side of his house because that's how much I love him and that's how much happiness and bliss I want in his life every single day. And then he stabbed me in the back. As most friendships go, until you reach around the age of 23. Just some life advice. But yes, I have my suburban area. So you'll see as I get further down into the homes, they aren't completely like adjacent to each other. But it doesn't bother me that much. I can't change it. I would have to move one house completely to the other side of the island and then move it back the next day, which is 100,000 bells. So I'm not gonna do that. We have Scoot, Pietro, Hornsby. I decided to put hedges between their homes on the other side of where their yard fences are. If you come down here, on the right, we have Wendy's house. I'm still in the works of putting little pieces of furniture in everyone's front lawn. I do want them to be very appropriate for my villagers' personalities. But Wendy, I've seen her out here enjoying a nice cup of joe. I am no coffee connoisseur. I'm more of a tea connoisseur, but those went extinct a long time ago. This is somewhat of a little park area I have also put together for my villagers. I really love seeing in other people's towns the picnic vibe. That pattern for that picnic blanket comes standard in everybody's patterns. We have an HOA, so anyone who doesn't clean up messes like this will be getting fined. Here we have Tia's house, and then Sylvia's house. Across the pond over here is my museum area, as well as my town center. So, here's my museum! I have also again put hedges all around to fence off the museum's section. I put a fountain in the middle, and something that I learned from other Animal Crossing tubers, the ACNH tuber community, is to use the dirt paths as flower beds, or flowers that were purposefully put there versus flowers that are growing organically in the wild. Then down here, I'm planning on putting a picnic bench. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for such a thing, but I still have not gotten one, nor can my friends find one for me. So we're waiting for a picnic bench. Right up here next to my museum is my rose garden. This is my rose garden. I thought it was very appropriate to have a rose garden with a museum similar to like a Japanese garden, a botanical garden, but I think the Griffith Observatory has a rose garden. I just grabbed my inspiration from such. Typical LA hipster, except I am not. And then here, I previously had flower beds around this area, but I decided to change that again. I wanted to fence off my town square, give it a little more structure, and I put peach trees, the native fruit, around the entrance and exits to the town square. And Quilson is in the town square at the same time as Pietro. And just when I thought my wounds were healing, they've been sliced back open again. I'm gonna need to take some more time for myself. It's not me, it's you, quite literally. I put hedges up in the front of Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters, as well as, again, some purposeful flower beds. And I put them flower beds. I put some flower beds. I put them flower beds at the front. And then on the back of the flower beds, since you can exit the town square from back here, I'll show you. I put a little fence back here so no one can disturb the resting flowers in their beds, because I've said flower bed so many times. I have to get a little creative. Up here, I have my kids' park. I have my water fountain, my 2 springy ride-ons, a jungle gym, 2 benches so the kiddos can have proper observation and supervision. That's what I meant. A sandbox, and over here I want to put one of those tire toys, but again, I have yet to come across any. If we go right here, this is actually where I wanted to put the phone box. So let's do that really quick. Okay, and there you have it. I have placed my telephone booth. And then all along the back area of my town hall and my rose garden and the museum, I do have another path just to make things seamless, just to make things a little easier to get around. Okay, so now we're gonna get into what I've wanted to do today and what I had planned today. I'm sorry this video isn't as funny as my other ones usually are. I guess it's more informative. Wow, this is really a different side of me. I don't know what quarantine has done, but I've matured. As I sit here in my Animal Crossing little kid's t-shirt, I decided to change my outfit to something I would wear in real life. Unironically, I do wear a backpack every single day of my life. I have a backpack for every occasion, every mood. It's like a mood ring, but a backpack. And it doesn't change itself, I change it. This kind of reminds me of a back alley. So I know you're probably not gonna be able to see it very well, but I wanted to put trash cans here. Because I don't know if you guys have ever been in any sort of alley. We have alleys, and people's trash cans are back there. So I put one there for the Able Sisters, and I'm gonna put one here for Nook's Cranny. Perfect. So it's like a back alley, and they have their little garbage cans out. Very small detail, but very realistic, very cute. Trash cans are so cute. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show you my beach. It's nothing extravagant, it's nothing spectacular, but I have an ice chest, a lawn chair, a sandcastle, and 2 beach towels. Now that that is done, I am going to place a ramp. So I've been sticking to the very natural landscape of my island. All of my bridges are wooden. The only other ramp I have in my town is a natural ramp, but these are gonna be leading up to my home, my mansion. It's really gonna say, oh, wow, this is a billionaire's house, or, oh, this is your house? Do you know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna pick the stone staircase. Okay, so trying to place this incline, I am realizing it's not going to be symmetrical with my house. So I think what I'm going to do to fix that is, instead of putting this incline in the front of this level, I'm probably gonna end up putting one on either side so that it doesn't look off center, because that will really bother me. Down here it doesn't matter so much, so I think I'm gonna put it closer to this side. In a few days, we'll have a brand new incline. So as I said earlier, I do like to use the dirt path as almost a flower bed for flowers that are part of the structural integrity of the island. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay some paths here. Okay, so I have a little bit of fencing in my pockets right now. I'm just gonna put it up to see what it looks like. I like it. I'm gonna do some more simple wood fencing and put it along the back of this path, just so that we can avoid miscreants, delinquents, citizens, big difference there, from walking all over our flowers. I am going to get started on our little pool area. Maybe I'll do a quick little time lapse of it, and then you guys will see the finished product. But I will not be here because my head is really hurting from these headphones. So I will see you after our pool area begins to take form. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I'm about to show you my halfway done pool area for my HOA, for the HOA of Pallet Island. Of course, in these times, we are not expecting the villagers on our island to feel the pressure of having to pay for such an HOA. It's a hard time for everyone out there, but amenities like this do come at a cost. So I've made a walkway from this bridge to my pool area, and here it is. I put the blue iron fencing around the back. I have my lifeguard tower, my pool, a kiddie pool, and 2 customized beach towels with the patterns that you can get from Befriending Mabel, a magazine, and a tape deck. Along the back, I did put some trees just for some added greenery and to kind of create a little bit of a barrier between the pool area and the cliff. And then what I'm also planning to do is over here, I have an extra swinging bench. So I'm gonna make like a little hangout area, similar to, I guess like a little park or a little picnic area. I really have a fetish for picnic areas, clearly. What I am going to continue to do down this way is potentially a basketball court and a soccer field. But we don't have any of the supplies for that, and I need to find some sort of patterns or make my own for those. Okay, and last but definitely not least, so I want to create a sign for my rose garden to hopefully put right here in this corner, or right down here, somewhere along this area, so that it indicates that this is the rose garden for the museum. Yikes. Okay, so I just made my own custom design just for the time being so I can show you guys. It's not the greatest. I tried to make a rose. Keyword here is tried. If you guys have any rose garden patterns, please send them my way. If you can make one yourself, I would really appreciate it. But I just want a cute little sign to indicate that this is my rose garden. And well, this gets the point across. This will do for the time being. It looks like one of those pancake arts that people make. Maybe that's my future, pancake art. Okay, guys. I hope you guys were able to grab some inspiration from my town as I soak up the last few weeks that I will more than likely be in quarantine. Hopefully my island will be near complete by then. If you have any other ideas or recommendations for what I currently have on my island, please feel free to let me know. I am open to so many ideas. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, mentally and physically, and I will see you then. Peace out.